Hello everyone. I welcome you all to the Strategic Tuesdays with ELC. To all the MBA aspirants who have decided to write CAT or for that matter any other MBA entrance examination, I'm sure from the day you decided to start with your preparation until the day when you will be writing your actual examination, the entire journey is going to be a bumpy ride. On some days you'll be very motivated. On a few days, you will need that external motivation to ensure that you are on the right track to achieve that success. But what remains constant in this entire journey is devising a strategy which ultimately you will be using for your actual entrance examination. Now, ELC has had an interactive series with their CAT Toppers, where we have kind of taken the feedbacks of our students as to how their journey was when they started their preparation here at ELC, and today when they are going into the top B schools, precisely the IIMs. What is it that they did? How did they ace or strengthen their strong areas? What was their strategy? And ultimately, how did they prepare? So the Strategic Tuesdays are going to talk about the different strategies of my different students, and I'm sure that in this entire preparation patch, strategy is about the essence of knowing what not to do. Because if you try to gauge success, 20% is about the skill sets, 80% is about the strategy that you devise. And of course, if it's a well-planned strategy, you can definitely achieve and expand your quadrant of success. So stay tuned. On every Tuesday, we'll be posting our strategic videos with our ELC toppers. And I'm sure if you're able to resonate with these people, you'll all the more be confident, because if these strategies work for them, there are all the more reasons that they will generically work out for every other candidate, knowing what their strengths were, what their weaknesses were, and how they try to overcome their weaknesses and how they try to focus on their strengths. So every Tuesday we'll have a video shared by our CAT topper, where the person will be sharing his strategy of how he or she prepared for the entire journey of CAT. Yes. Hi Sakshi, welcome. Welcome.
Hi,
Interactive series of our IIM Converts, and today you're the first candidate whom I'm interviewing. So I welcome Sakshi Bihani. She is my regular batch student, a CAT 98.67 percentiler, an IT engineer from PICT. I will not disclose which calls she had, because my first question to you, Sakshi, is going to be, with a 98.67 percentile, which calls did you land up with?
So I had calls from IIM Bangalore, Lucknow, Indore, Kozhikode, FMS, all the IIM CAP colleges, SP Jain, and Shailesh Mehta School of Management.
So that precisely covers all the top B schools. I mean, the dream colleges that any CAT aspirant to. So Sakshi,
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah, and in fact, I would like to mention she is already,
Nearly.
but still she is opting for IIM Bangalore.
Yes, I am.
And in fact, it feels really great that now, me being an alumni of IIM Bangalore, I am interviewing my student who will be getting into IIM Bangalore this year.
Yes, ma'am.
So Sakshi, how did you prepare for CAT?
So when I started my preparation, my initial focus was to find out what are my strengths. And like once I found out my stronger section, I started investing like every day some time to that section. So initially into the preparation, I got a sense that DILR is my strong set. And I could actually ace DILR without giving much of time to preparation, but more time to practice. So I started practicing around 2 sets every day for DILR.
Okay.
Then moving on to quant, being an engineer, I started preparing with arithmetic because that is something we've been in touch with. So I finished my arithmetic. This was again based on what my strengths are and something which I know I'll do good at. Then moving on to verbal ability, initially I struggled in VARC. It was very difficult to get accuracy, and especially RCs were my weakest section in the entire CAT paper. But like a few tricks you taught us about summarizing your RCs and like again starting from the start point. So these things did help me ace my RCs. And para jumbles, para summaries I was good at.
Okay.
So that was how my preparation strategy initially was. And then after every mock, I used to tweak my strategy on, topic wise, like this topic needs a little bit more preparation, or this topic is already quite well done.
Right.
So that's how I kept preparing.
Sakshi, what was your strategy while writing CAT on the actual day, D-Day?
Okay, so when I sat for the CAT exam, I had only one thing in my mind, that I have to maximize my score and minimize my time. And CAT is all about presence of mind, how you could actually choose the best questions and score as much as you can. So over there was a similar strategy. I started focusing on what my stronger topics were. So like hunting out for arithmetic questions in quant, or in DILR, I knew there are 6 questions sets and there are 4 question sets. And I had that confidence that if I could solve it, so I went for the 6 question ones. Okay. So in lesser amount of time, I finished more number of questions. So that actually increased my overall percentile in DILR. And similarly in VARC, I started with para jumbles, para summaries, and then I moved on to RC depending on how much time I have left.
So usually, Sakshi, students are not very confident with solving para jumbles. Although these are theta questions, it's like a blind. Right. But I think contradictorily, you were more comfortable with para jumbles.
Yeah.
Okay. And so do you think that solving verbal ability was somewhere a better decision as compared to taking RCs first?
Yeah, so I think the final strategy will obviously depend on your preparation or what you've practiced in your mocks. So I tried a few mocks with solving RCs first, but I used to always get intimidated because when I used to move on to the next question, I used to be like, oh, maybe it could be B, maybe it could be C. I always had that sense of changing the option once I've answered. Right. So to avoid that, I moved on to theta questions first, because then you are not reading options. So whatever you frame in your mind is the final answer. And that actually helped me score better. So
okay,
that was the reason I solved it. Yeah.
I'm sure this video is going to be very helpful to all of you. I wish you all the very best and stay tuned for every Tuesday. Thank you.